Morning, YouTubers. It is Friday morning. I actually got the day off, and we had a little shower last night. I had this covered, kept it dry, and the mortar mix has dried. So today, this morning, I'm going to go ahead and try to concrete this thing in, set my pipe in the bottom hole, crete it in at least on this part. I'll show you this right here. In here is going to be creted where the pipe comes in. I'm going to put a little wood seal and around it so that the crete will hold around the pipe. And if ever that pipe rots out, or not rots out, but rusts out, I'll have a hole there in the concrete that I can reset another pipe in if I have to. And but that'll just seal it up real good, so we got, good capture of heat and smoke. And then I'll fill up all these holes, fill this up with concrete, and then leaving this big mass in the center empty for the smoke to come into. And once I get that, then I'll take a board like this, and we're going to anchor this board down into the concrete with some eye bolts. And how I did that was I got me some eye bolts and I measured it through a 2x4 about how much I want in the crete. So basically I'm going to sink down to the blue line in the crete. The board will set on top, which will give me about 1.5 inches on top for me to bolt that down. And that'll hold that piece of wood on the top, and that'll be the base for our framing. But that's what I got to do today, so I'll get some video of this for y'all. And just coming along slow, doing a lot of it by myself, but it's just tedious work, and hope it turns out well. I'm always nervous because I'm not a builder, but I'm learning over the years how to build little things. But we'll keep you posted and let you know how it's coming along. All right, well, Denise is with me now. She's finished the goats this morning, so she can help video for me while we do this project. But here's my dilemma. I say dilemma, but here's what we're dealing with. I have the pipe set in where it's going to have to go in. Okay, I've cut out a circle and I've wedged that up against it because I got to fill this with sackcrete. I'm going to sackcrete that opening for that pipe, and so it sits just like that, and that pipe will come in the smokehouse right there, and then allow the smoke and the heat to come up. Now, I've got some boards wedged in there, got a little clamps on there. We're gonna do that so we can fill that with sackcrete. We're gonna fill all these holes with sackcrete. I'm gonna set my eye bolts, I've marked them, and I'll show you how I did that. So, we took a 2x4 and drilled it out. We've got an eye bolt that's going to sit in the sackcrete, basically to that blue line, about 1/2 inch off or so. Then we're going to be able to, lay our board. Once it's in that sackcrete, we'll push that board down on that hole like that. And of course, it's going to be marked down to a blue line that I got. I'll put a washer on that and a bolt. We'll run the long board this way, short boards that way, and we'll have one eye bolt here, one eye bolt there to get that board, and this will have 2 eye bolts here, and that'll give us our wood frame that we can work off of. So that's what we're going to do now. But my dilemma I mentioned earlier is we have this older wood cook stove that we're going to use. Danette's had a little plant on top and has watered it, and I need to get that cleaned off. But we got to get this lower than that. So I could build a wood box, a firebox, or I can try to use this existing one. So my thoughts are, I'm gonna take my tractor, scratch some of this dirt back, smooth it off back here. We are gonna we are gonna cover this area. So scratch this off, and I have a old concrete slab that's been sitting here, been sitting here 20 years, that we don't really ever use. I'm gonna move that slab, set it on the ground that we scratch out at the height that we need, set this on top of it, and it'll also come far enough out that we can step down onto that concrete thing and put wood in the firebox. So that's my thoughts on that. We're gonna see how it goes. If it fails, then I can always just build a wood box out here. So that's where we're at this morning. So next phase, we're gonna mix some Sackcrete and start filling these holes. Hand mixing this one at a time. Yeah, they make mixers and all that stuff. I've never done a lot of this, so I don't own one. So we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. A little bit more. A little better.
See out there, Murphy and Colonel living their best life. Oh dear. Hey boys, get out of the garden. Come here. Come on. Come. Look at him staring at me. Come on, good boys. Living your best life, aren't you, babies? Yes, you are. I see you. I see you. Good boys. Good boys. Yeah. Good boys.
And then I'll have to put a bolt here. So I want the eye bolt set in it where the wood comes to the bottom of it. So basically the blue needs to come to
It's sitting crooked.
come on, push. How's that?
Well, you just hit it backwards. So push it back. Right there looks straight to me.
So we'll set that bolt just like that. Okay. Now I can start filling these holes, and I'll make some more. These should be easier to fill. Probably gonna take me a few bags, but
Hey, old man, what you doing, old man? I'm not talking about you, Colonel. I'm talking about the old man right there. Yeah. Walking his property, checking things out.
use that trowel and just kind of, all you have to do is kind of poke down in it and it'll start to settle. Do it like
This does it just fine right there.
okay.
Doesn't create air pockets in it either. You know what I'm saying? It's a sticker.
And we want to scrape the stuff off the top.
Yummy, 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 yummy. Kernels, what you doing, boo? Huh, boy? Checking things out. Making sure we're doing everything right. Somebody throw the ball with ya. Right. Where'd Murph go? You get tired of playing? I don't even see him.
Probably laying by the door. All right, so we got the Sackcrete poured, or the concrete mixed and poured. Filled this up, got the eye bolt set. So we are at this point, the sun's coming out, starting to warm up, so hopefully this will dry, hopefully by the end of the day. and then I can come along and maybe add a little mason stuff to smooth it out so we can let it dry and put our boards on top. Now I've got to try to lower this ground just enough that I can get this stove to sit down, and I'm going to use the tractor and try to scratch the dirt and taper it. Well, we can put that on top of this block, concrete block, maybe put a little something under each end so that way if water does get up under this cover or sprays on it, that it just runs under it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to move a little bit of this wood that I had stacked over here because I need the space to get the tractor back and forth. So, and we just realized that one of the cows ripped the gate off out there in the pasture. I'll have to fix that sometime this weekend. So, something always on the farm.
Always.
So, but we're going to try to get it done. I'd like to get this done because tomorrow, or I say tomorrow, today is I don't know what the date is, 18th? I can't remember. That's what happens when you get over 50. But tomorrow we're going to visit another homestead family and help them butcher a hog. So I wanted to try to get this done before we leave tomorrow because we'll be gone most of the day tomorrow. And then maybe Sunday after church I can work on the gate. But spring is coming. We got our greenhouse kicking. We get some new sprouts every day. So let's hit this so we can get this smokehouse built.
foot was. It's a little high on the corner right there.
Here?
Right there on the corner. There you go.
Let's That's about the height right there.
I hear you, Daddy. Work smarter, not harder. Look how perfect that fit. Hey, tell me we're good without telling me we're good.
We good, but I think we're gonna be too high.
You think so?
My fear is we're gonna have to move this out of there.
Oh dear, I asked that.
Well, I didn't realize there was block on the bottom of it. Let's see.
Sheepers. Okay.
We can set it back down in here and see.
Hold up. What if we use a board?
Yeah, hand me that one right there, yeah. Let me see if I can push it up.
You want the shovel?
Here, hold that. Stand on that board. Stand on it. Let go. Okay. Shovel.
That's not dropped. Can we get some?
That's all right. I'm just trying to think about this way I can get in here and smooth it out.
Plant right there. Plant. Yeah, buddy.
got the hole dug, and we set the stove down in there and got it to where we knew we could pipe the pipe in. And like I said, we got that concrete slab down there. And I'm making this up as I go, honestly, right here. I have some block left over, so I think I'm gonna set it down, and I blocked it where I can push some dirt up to this, so I don't have a big, hole, stuff running down in here. And I'll just taper it up on the other side, because this will all be covered. I'm gonna have posts coming out further out here to cover this area as we come off this smokehouse. So what I mean by that is we're going to roof the smokehouse a separate little roof. Then I'm going to 4 or 6 post build a lean-to over the top of this, where we'll have wood, a place to set a table, keep our pipe covered, and keep the stove back here about almost in the middle of the building. And then I'll taper the dirt on the outside of that so that we don't have a lot of water running under it. It's gonna, maybe if there's any kind of running water, it'll run and hit that swell and not come down this way. And I put these blocks here hoping that, to some degree that'll help. I'll fill them with dirt and basically make a dirt wall, and I can allow this dirt to pretty much be level with this, and then that stove can sit down in this hole. We'll leave this area open. We're gonna build this down to like a little step area where we can get in the wood box and feed it. And breeze tends to come from this direction like this, so it will feed it if we need a little bit more flame. But at this point, I'm about done for today, because I'm going to fill in this dirt, taper off this dirt a little bit, build this area where we're going to step down. I might be able to show you a little video of that. That's still setting up drying, and we're going to take the stove inside and piping, because I'm not going to set that up until we get this all built and the roof built over it. But another step closer today, so I'll show you some more videos as we move along. All right.